But hey guys, come on, let's not get distracted here. I was just wanted to ask you how to pronounce that. English can be a weird language, and I know that myself. But let's take a look who's gonna take it here. We are in the loser bracket final, so the players have already lost the match and they have gone through, so not a real surprise to me. Maybe that we see Revolution here and also Eddie. Yeah, thank you. Okay, we're gonna watch that later, so thank you for that. I'm gonna watch it afterwards. But yeah, it seems that people tend to mispronounce your name. But let's focus on the match, because we have a sick match. We have Sten, one of the few full speed drivers who has participated in this event. Yeah, he also comes from a tech background, so he's definitely really fast. He had the 5th qualification rank, and also with his team in the full speed competition, he has won so many competitions. So cool to see him here in this loser bracket final. Then also Revolution, who is Grandmaster in League of Legends, playing Heimerdinger and I think Karthus. So he's a great player. Plays for Team ProSurf in Trackmania. He's not really that active. He was also a former Trackmania Grand League player. And then also Eddie and Barbos, who have been eliminated by Dexter in the loser bracket semifinal. So that was and then the winner bracket semifinal, Podomi. And yeah, it was a great match. It was decided by thousands of seconds there. And currently it is yeah, a good round here for Eddie, Den, and Barbos. As I said that, it's Eddie with a mistake, so he has to settle down on P number 4. But I haven't introduced you to the formats, because it's definitely not a new system, but the point limit is different. The point limit now is 120. And you collect points till that certain threshold. The better your position is, the more points you get. For first you get 10, for second 6, for third 4 points, and for fourth 3 points. And then you have to collect those points on all those 5 maps that will be played. Every map will be played 5 rounds with 1 more beforehand. And currently it's Den taking home that first round. But Barbos with a great ending here. Can he snipe it away? Great speed from Barbos. Is he gonna make it? Yes! Barbos will get it here. Great ending from Barbos, from the Team Shift driver. That was very good. And yeah, nice ranking here from Barbos. And oh, actually I made a mistake there. He was of course not qualification rank 1. But I think, never mind. Doesn't matter. Those are some misinformation there. So sorry for that. If the German casters are reading it out not properly. Oops. The qualification rank is not 1, but I made a small blunder there. It doesn't matter. But Barbos is definitely one of the fastest drivers. And currently he is leading the rounds. Den is on 2nd currently with that run, as he had been overtaken there. And then we see Revolution and Eddie on P3 and 4. So Revo for me, one of the underdogs who could take it all as well as Eddie. But also no surprise for me to see Barbos and Den in this particular match. Who was rank 1 in the seeding? It was Ratchet. Ratchet was that. So yeah, Eddie, great amount of speed here in that section. And he will eventually extend his lead over Den, and Eddie will take it. Eddie will take that round, or will he? Den again with a great ending, and Den can get it here, but no, it's not enough. And also a great diagonal jump from Eddie there, 101.10 and a 101.12. So great to see that. Revo on 3rd and Barbos on 4th. But man, we have a match. We have a match, boys. That is getting spicy here. 3rd round coming up. Barbos still leading after that first victory, but we have Eddie on 2nd with the same amount of points. Then on 3rd, and Revolution with 8 points, so 2 3rd places on P number 4. So let's focus on him. Let's focus on Revo and see if he can make it or not. Let's see. Can he redeem himself in this round? Or will he settle on P3 or P4 again? He needs to get those big boy points unless he wants to be eliminated, and of course he doesn't want to do that. Revo is always a player who opts to just aim for the prize money, because he's a very skilled driver. But currently Barbos, Den, and Eddie are outpacing him. And let's take a look who's getting that first position. Barbos with a great amount of speed here in this section. Barbos is leading, and look at the speed. This could be a great time from Barbos. That is looking very good. Oh, but the oversteer here from Barbos, and Dan can snipe it. Oh, Revolution. What a great round here, but Barbos is staying ahead. But just by a hair here, 16,000 and 31,000 between them. But man, what a round. And then also Eddie, only 600s away there. So definitely a very, very close round there. So Felix and Trill are writing in the chat, sick gamers, and what a new, what a level of competition that is. And I can only give that back. It's the top 8 here, and we've seen the top 4 match beforehand, but they can definitely outpace someone like Granadi or someone like Massa. It will be harder, of course. They drove better times, but still, when the pressure is coming in, players tend to drive faster. So let's go to the next round. Revolution with 12 points here. So he has to get himself more than that, but now he's up to that second position as Barbos is leading with 0.16. Make it 0.22. So Barbos on a sick time here. The shift player looking very, very good for him as he is extending the lead even further to 0.4. So what a time is Barbos gonna bring us here? What a time is that? Let's take a look here. 0.3. He is taking a little bit more conservative, but a 101.13. That is very good. That is a very, very great time. Then we see Revo on second, Dan on third, and Eddie on P4. Yeah, I will play a couple of days on my second monitor next when I'm casting. Next to my monitor, there will be the cup of the day running. I'm also streaming it. Yeah. So I'm going to play it. Yeah, of course. What a question. Barbos on P4 with that mistake. Wait, why? Are you serious? What am I doing right now? Like, come on, can't you answer the question yourself? What? Like, I'm casting. I'm not playing COTD. Yeah, I'm focusing on the cast here. Let me actually disable the chat. Let me disable the chat so mods take over the chat. I'm not really into the chat anymore since that is only distracting me. And let's take a look who's gonna take that round. Revolution with a great line. You have a great round here to focus on as Revo is leading and he's in dire need of those points. He's at 18 points, going so close there to the wall. Eddie also with a great line, but not really getting the best amount of speed here in this section. Revo again is leading here, 900s, and he will take it unless he's failing the ending. Great ice slide though, and a nice ending. Very great diagonal jump, a 101.09 from Revo. Eddie on second, Dan on third, and then we have Barbos on P4. But again, a great round. A low 101, I would consider a banger of a time, and Revo with that up to P number 2. Alright, the next map is Zeal, the map that has been the first one in the other round. So that was definitely a great round that we've seen there. Great rounds between Massa and Granadi, who have really gotten themselves a lot of points. We see we have one mid-ice part here on this map, and it's pretty unique. And also this no slide, which is hard to do. You can see Eddie already fading it. If you're just a little bit too fast, you're gonna lose the grip. And let's just take a look who's gonna get it, who's gonna win it, as Barbos is taking the warm-up the best. But of course, as always, there's one warm-up before every live round, and then we have 5 live rounds after that. So Barbos 36 points leading, Revo on second with 28 after that great round, and a lot of third places in a row. He is now at 28 points, so good to see that for him. He has gotten himself 3 third positions, 1 second and 1 first, and with that it's enough to be on second, because that first place just gives you so many points. It's unbelievable. He really wants to land in that spot, and Revo also clocking in that warm-up here. But the WR on this track is a let me check for a minute. It is a 1 minute point 78 by Massa, which he set in a match. So that was a crazy time. And let's take a look who's gonna get it. Who is taking that first round and who's extending or getting into the lead, as Eddie is currently at 25 points. So he needs to make something happen. He needs to make something happen as he makes that first mistake. That is devastating to see, but of course that can well happen. That can well happen to him. But he should stop that. He should stop making those mistakes. So Barbos and Dan in first and second. Great approach there from Barbos here, going into the lead and extending it even. So that is very, very nice to see. Very nice to see that. And then we see Dan have a second behind. Revolution is on P3. So actually pretty huge gaps between the players. Pretty huge gaps. And it's 0.7, and Barbos seems to be on a mid to low 101. So not the worst time for Barbos. He only has to survive the ending and takes it more conservatively. And yes, Barbos will take it 101.389. Great to see that. Dan on second, then we see Revo on third and Eddie on P4 after that mistake. So 28 points for him, and he is slightly losing the grip here towards the other players, and Barbos is extending his lead to 46 points. So great to see that. Great to see that. Very, very nice. And yo, Spam, thanks for the raid. Thank you so much. I'm just seeing it now, but I'm disabling the chat again. I'm just disabling the chat because chat can be very distracting. But thank you so much, Spam. Hopefully you had a good stream. Check him out if you don't know Spam. And yeah, let's take a look onto the next round as we have Dan and Barbos leading, but Barbos getting a way better line here compared towards Dan, and with that has a little bit more speed into that last bit of the track, which is very, very focused to be a dirt and grass environment for the players, but it's very close between them. Also, Revolution is accompanying the players here in the top two and goes into that second position, but it's very close between them. Who's gonna risk the ending a little bit more? Barbos going so close there to the wall. Revo with that mistake. Is Dan gonna get that first position? It's 200ths of a second, and Barbos is staying ahead here. 101.60. Not the fastest times here. It's 0.8 away from WR, but man, they are on such a similar level, those players. You could have seen it there. And Barbos with that is extending his lead to 56 points. So to the next round we go. We see Revo getting the upper hand here. Not going for that no slide, and I think that's caused because Revolution is playing with keyboard, and you can see how vital that no slide is. Barbos and Eddie just with way more speed compared to Revolution, as Eddie goes for such a risky line there. How did he not die? That was so close from Eddie there, but he was able to stay alive. But Barbos again is leading and dominating this match, or this map, by getting 3 out of 3 victories. He's 0.6 ahead. And it seems that he has understood the ice the best here. So Barbos leading with a comfortable gap. And he can take it easy. He can take the ending easy. He should not risk anything. It's only one more turn for the shift driver. And Barbos is eventually going to make it. 101.46. Then we see a 102 from Eddie. Revo behind that after that mistake. And also Dan has dropped tremendously behind here and only gets himself 3 points. All right, into the next round we go. Dan has to step it up here unless, or he will get overtaken by both Revo and Eddie. So after this mistake, 41, 39, 38 points between second and fourth. So 3 points are tearing them apart. And then we see Barbos dominating this match here with 66 points and is in the lead again. Great approach here from him. Look at that. That's what you have to do. You want to smooth steer after that. And of course, it's hard for Revolution to do that since he is playing with keyboard. He is a keyboard driver. And currently, Revo is in the mix though. He's not that far behind. And also Eddie with a wonky section there. Eddie with a wonky section losing out on valuable time, which Revolution is in need of to come anywhere closer to him. But now the ending decides it here. Revo goes for the attack. Is he getting that second position? He has a little bit more speed, but Eddie with a more direct approach, and Eddie will stay on that second position. And a nice time from Barbos, a 101.27 seals the deal, and 4 victories for him. Man, that is a great performance from Barbos, up to 76 points and 32 points ahead of that second position. What a great display of skill from Barbos. Okay, Revo gets a good start, but a wonky exit out of that turn, and you can see Barbos with that beautiful line here going into the lead yet again. But now the ice section does not look that good for Barbos though, but he is able to stay alive. I thought that he's gonna exit more to the left there, but he is making it. So Barbos leading and extending his lead here compared or towards Revolution. Then we see Den again falling behind, and Eddie is on P number 3. So not the best map for Dan by the looks of it, especially in the last couple of rounds where he was falling a bit behind. Revolution is getting those 2 second places here, and Barbos will win it with a 1 minute 1.33. A great race again, 5 out of 5. That is sick. 50 points from Barbos on this particular map and going up to 86 points. So Barbos is ready for the consolidation final, where he will face the losers of the winner bracket final, which were Ratchet and Dexter. So he will be a tough opponent to beat in that, if he of course makes it. If he of course makes it. So onto the next map we go. The map from Shorty and Shin. I'm not trying to pronounce it, guys, even though I think my pronunciation was not wrong on that other map, or on that first rotation. But my favorite map out of this map pool, we see Dexter having the WR here. Eddie has also a fast time with a 56.63, 63.8 set 16 hours ago. And then Revo has a 56.73, so roughly 0.10 behind. But again, 1 warm-up beforehand. And I'm going to use that to hydrate, because we still have 2 more matches to go after that. So hopefully all doing good. And again, I don't have the chat displayed, because it's just too disturbing for me in the cast if there's some questions that I just want to answer. So mods are taking care of that. And all should be fine. So point limit is 120 in this particular match, as Barbos is leading here with 86 points and can close it out here. He is 37 points ahead of Revolution. That is great to see. Great performance from Barbos. But it's not over here, because the top 2 goes into the consolidation final. And then the consolidation final, you are also in the money, because 5th and 6th on this competition go home with 50 euro. Alright, into the first one we go. No one surprisingly making a mistake, so great ice starts, not compared to the winner bracket final, where we had a lot of mistakes happening on that first ice part. Everyone survives it here, but Revolution makes that first mistake, and that's unpleasant because he has to respawn. He has to respawn that one, and Revo falls tremendously behind and will probably get overtaken, or will get overtaken by Eddie here, who is having a great round together with Barbos, and they're battling out for that first position. But Barbos could take it here, could win yet another round and elevate himself up to 96 points. Man, what a great performance from Barbos, from the shift driver. That is really, really good to see from Barbos. Just one more turn, but Eddie goes for the attack. Eddie goes for the attack. He has more speed. Is Eddie gonna snipe the ending? He's gonna make it, and he tries, and he makes it! 4,000th of a second. No, not again. This ending is crazy. 4,000th, but how did Eddie survive that? There was so much risk involved in this line, and Eddie stays ahead here and gets himself a well-needed 10-pointer here, where he goes up into second position. So great to see that. Great ending and a nice round from both of the players. Great ending there from Eddie, but now not getting the best start. So Eddie is at 58 points though, so he got himself some points, but of course it it can already be, like, he can already fall behind again. And also to P number 3 with that, if Revolution gets himself that first position here, which he's in the battle right now, but he clips the triangle on the right, gets himself a penalty, and falls behind. So in that moment, Eddie is overtaking him here after having a wonky start. Barbos is on first. Then we see Dan on P number 2. And yeah, Dan should be happy with that. But he, of course, also needs a 10-pointer here to go a little bit further into the point, or into the point system, into the points. So only 6 points for him is, of course, still something, but not the most amount of points. So still he is on 3rd position and 5 points behind Eddie here. So it's only a little bit of progress, and compared to a 10-pointer, which just gives you almost double the amount of points, it is nothing. So Barbos 40 points ahead, but not getting the best start here. So Barbos will not get himself up to 112 points in this round. He won't win it. He's 2 seconds behind. And now it's between Revo, Eddie, and Dan in this round. Revo going for that outside approach and has a little bit more speed. So he's leading here. 500s between Eddie, Dan, and Revo. But Revo gets a great line here. Look at that. Revo is accelerating and not slowing down here, extending his lead to 0.2 of a second. And that could be a great time. That could be a sub 57 from Revo here. By the looks of it, oh no, Dan is zooping away. Dan had to go for the respawn, so he's out on that round. And Revo will take it. Eddie on second. And great time from Revo here, 57.01. Not quite meeting that sub 57, but he's gonna get himself a 10-pointer eventually. So 60 points now for Dan in last. Then we see Eddie at 68 points and Revolution at 65. It's safe to say that Barbos will get himself into that finalist mode in first place, or as the first player, especially after a mistake here from Revolution in the start, who just slid out there. So that was unfortunate for him, but yeah, this can well happen. So we see Dan, Barbos, and Eddie surviving it. Barbos with a wonky approach kind of worked out though. I thought that he didn't transfer as much speed in this corner, but still he is in the race for that first position. Currently Dan is in first, getting a good trajectory here, getting also a lot of speed, but still there's the ending. This part, Dan was struggling with that in that prior round, and now getting it, no airtime is required there. Barbos got a little bit better though, but still Dan holding up strong here, but almost making, and he's making that mistake, not even almost, he is making that mistake in the ending, and falls from P1 to P3. Damn, that is devastating to see. Eddie on second, and then we see Revo after that mistake on last. And that was really needed for Dan, but he throws it away by going so risky there. Of course, it was Barbos coming closer, but he had no need to risk there. Okay, next round is coming up. Next round is coming up here. Revo is leading, and Revo is currently on third position. So 68 versus 74 points between them. Fun fact, everyone has a an even number here as his points, and not an odd number here, but this will change in this round because someone is getting 3 points, and we see Eddie currently on a second. Revo wins this round by the looks of it, if he's not making that mistake. Close ending. Eddie almost gets overtaken there, but finishes with his front tire there. Great to see that this ending worked out for him. Barbos not in finals, 119 points for him, but he will do it after or in the next round guaranteed, but he needed a third position there in order to make it. Okay, sorry for tapping there. I just had to declare something. And yeah, we go to the next map, maybe the last map for Barbos. It's Singularity by Deska. So 59.76 is the WR here. Then we see Ratchet, Massa, Dexter. So Massa, Dexter, and Eddie behind that. So Eddie with the fastest time here. 0.1 behind Ratchet. And then there is Revolution also with a good time, but not getting the author time. So the author time is really hard on this track. It's a 59.96. And I think we haven't seen a round below 1 minute. I think we haven't seen that. I'm not sure. But the warm-up before the live rounds, 5 live rounds after that. And then we gonna say good luck and have fun to the players. So I'm not gonna cast too much. I'm gonna actually take a sip of water. This ending was very infamous. And good luck to the players. Good luck, good luck. So guys, stay hydrated. Of course, a long day of casting, you always have to get that water in, you know? All right. Let's go ahead here and see who's gonna take that round victory. Who's gonna take that round victory? Barbos at 119 points. And we see Eddie at 80, 78 for Revolution. And Dan at 68 points. So, yeah, Dan has to make something happen. And that's why I'm following him in this round. Since Eddie and Revo coming also closer to that finest mode. And it seems that Dan is... yeah, slacking a bit, but not in this round. Great transition from Dan going to the lead. 0.1 ahead of Revolution and Barbos, but they're coming closer here. Dangerously closer even. And going into the lead here. So nothing decided here yet. We can see a very wide approach there. From, I think it was Barbos, but it didn't really pay off. Not really getting the speed. But look at the line from Revo. Beautifully executed from Revo going to the lead here. And it is Barbos on second. But he can maybe snipe him in that ending. Since this ending is really hard to do. But it wasn't quite enough. But a great time here. A 1 minute point 21 from Revo. Claiming that first position. Barbos on second. Denying some points. And great round. And good luck to Barbos. Okay, second round coming up. Barbos is not a winner. He's finalist. And the point number is 120, so not 100. And let's see if Barbos can make it in his first finalist attempt. Of course, it's also for money here. If you win this round, if you get first or second, you get yourself into the prize money. And 7th and 8th will go home with nothing, unfortunately. But it is the charm here. So Revo, Barbos leading, but look at the line from Barbos here going into that second position. But it's not over till it's over. This uphill will decide a lot of the speed that you have for the rest of the track, and Revo is pushing it, but so did it Barbos. This line is really hard to do because you have to release beforehand accordingly. But Revo denies Barbos here again with a very good time if he survives that ending, of course. And Revo will do so with a 1 minute point 06. Man, what a time. That is very, very fast. It's 0.3 away from WR. Man, this guy is not slowing down and denying Barbos the finalist attempt here. His first finalist attempt, and Revo is really accelerating in that second part of the match. So Revo up to 98 points. Man, that is a great performance thus far. So third round coming up on Singularity. A map by Deska. Of course, the Polish driver was not eligible to participate since his citizenship is not German. But still he has contributed a nice map. And also the map builders have gotten themselves 100 year, which is really cool. So like in total, one map that had been picked has gotten himself 20 years. So Deska also won something here. There were a lot of maps built for this competition, but let's focus on this round here as Barbos is currently battling out with Eddie here. they can make it happen. But Barbos is, of course, in finalist, and he will most likely take it here. Barbos is through, and he's, oh my god, he's in the consolidation final, but almost throwing away that ending. So GG's to him, and we have one more spot after that. So great performance from Barbos, really deserved. So it was not really a surprise for me to see him performing like that. But still one more position after that to be distributed between Revo, Eddie, and Dan. The loser, also the two players who don't make it, are eliminated from this competition because it is a double elimination bracket and we are already in the loser bracket. So let's see who is getting himself into the finalist mode in the first place, or as the first person, and if we can also close it out. So far it's looking good for Revo, but he has made that first mistake in this round and he is so far behind. So now Eddie and Dan can, or will fight it out for the 10-pointer. Dan so close there to the barrier, but also Eddie a good amount of speed there in this downhill section. So 22 thousandths of a second between them, both with a similar speed. Now the wiggle, they should perform that. You can see Dan went for it, Eddie didn't go for the wiggle, and thus he has less amount of speed. So Dan most likely taking it here, unless Eddie pulls out an insane ending or Dan makes a mistake. But this seems not to be the case. Good approach from Dan, and a 1 minute point 47 is enough to take that victory. Dan up to 89 points and a well-needed 10-pointer for him. Okay, into the next round we go. We have one more round here on Singularity. And the question is who's gonna join Barbos, and then also the other two players who have demoted from the winner bracket final by the name of Ratchet and Dexter in the consolidation final. So we already have two grand finalists by the name of Granadi and Massa. They have already qualified and probably just chill and cover the day, or just chilling here in the stream chat, or maybe duo casting together or trio casting together with Trill or Felix. I don't know what they're doing, but they have played very well. Well-deserved performance there. But also Dexter and Ratchet will be hard to beat. And also Barbos, he looked very strong. So we will have a sick match, the sick consolidation final. And Dan is winning yet another round. Dan really capitalizing from that. 1 minute point 67. For me, arguably the best full seat player at the moment. Dan is really fast. If you look back at the performance from the Full Speed League, the team competition where he won almost every round, he on sheer pace and consistency, Dan is really fast. And also here on this particular format where he is playing tech maps, he is going places. Super nice performance from him. Okay, so I'm currently looking to the chat. The final will be played afterwards. And yeah, let's just go here to the next map. Arachim is the next one by Clem, where Granadi has WR, who has qualified to the final already. So that is cool to see. The only time below 1 minute, and it was set 4 hours ago from Granadi, or like even more, maybe I have to press F5 here, 5 hours ago, okay. And yeah, a map that is not easy, especially the ending, and this will be the decider. The top two, so who's joining a Barbos into the consolidation final, is going through, and the bottom two is eliminated out of this competition and will take 7th and 8th position. Yeah, some people consider that the real map, exactly. And you can check out the schedule by !schedule, as you can see, and also !brackets. You can find all the information on the website, and I'm gonna disable chat again. I'll give my mods the responsibility to do it well. And what is that blur, man? Oh my god, come on. I have no idea what that is. But good luck to the players on this particular map. Round number 21 is coming into play now. Barbos already through in the consolidation final and in the money. But the question is, who is joining him? Who is accompanying Barbos and also, of course, Ratchet and Dexter in the consolidation final and battle out for 2 spots in the grand final? That's the question. We have a great round coming up here as Dan is leading it here. Dan is leading the way ahead of Eddie and Revolution, who both didn't make a mistake. This downhill is really important. Dan with a great nose slide there. Nicely executed. He's 0.2 ahead, 0.2 ahead of Revo and counting. So Dan really accelerating here, and he could elevate himself up to 109 points with that round. Revo needs a first position, and then he would go up into finest mode himself as well. But currently it's not looking good for Revo, turning in too early there and making that mistake. So it's Eddie versus Dan, and Dan has the upper hand. Only one more turn here. Eddie is risking it, and Eddie snipes this ending here. And also it is... No, Dan failing it here. No. Does he know? Go for the double respawn. Hello? Huh? What is he doing? Double respawn? Oh, no. Oh, no, Dan. Ay. Why is he writing, though? Oh, no. Ay. That was very close for him, of course, to make that ending, but he is now at 99 points. That is unfortunate stuff for him, and of course this can kill your momentum. It will be Revolution going up into the finest mode in that round, regardless what position he's getting. So he just has to finish, not pulling the Dan here. But we have seen a lot of mistakes there in that ending section, and then again making that mistake. And we have Eddie leading, and also Eddie can make it happen. So a double final situation to decide it here between Revo and Eddie is the decider. And then there's also Dan, who has to win 2 rounds in a row to get into finest mode himself. It could have been 1 round after that blunder on that round. So yeah, unfortunate to see that. But of course, things like that can happen in a pressure situation. Also, oh my god, how close was that for Eddie? Man. Wow. That was so close. So Eddie in first, Dan on second, and Revo on third. Okay, so good luck to both of them. We have a double final situation. And let's see who is gonna be the victorious player. Dan has to win 2 rounds in a row to deny both of them the winning status, and Dan having the best start. Dan having the best start here. Revo and Eddie have to settle in second and third at the moment, but of course it's a pressure situation for all of those players, as Dan is still leading here with a gap of 0.1. That is very nice to see. Also a great no slide here from Dan, going into the lead, 0.15 of a second. And then there's Revolution behind. Great line though, nice apex from Revo, but not the best speed for him. For Revolution, for the German player, of course. In the German Trackmania Cup, you would assume that German players are playing. But oh my god, come on, please don't let that be the last round. Oh, it's so close, and really killed my momentum that I say that. But who's gonna get it? Dan, Eddie, or Revolution? It's Dan denying! Dan denying the victory here. And what was that ending? Wait, what? What was that ending, man? 115 points for Dan now, and 1 more round to make it happen, to make the dream come true. Can Dan deny both of them again? Eddie and Revo are still on finest here. Don't use the lose the finest mode if you're not finishing in first. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead into this round. It's of course spiced up now. Eddie with that early mistake. He's out on that round. Dan versus Revolution. Dan, of course, or it is Eddie hoping that Dan wins this round. And currently it's looking very good for him as he is leading. 600 of a second. Dan with a very inside line. Revo might have more speed. No, that is not the case. And we might have a triple final situation here coming into that last round here. Round number 25 will be the decider if Dan, of course, survives the ending. Revo is coming dangerously closer here. Only 800 of a second between him. Revo is pushing it. Revo is not slowing down. He has nothing to lose here. He has nothing to lose and way more speed than Dan in this section. Is it enough for him? Revo with a great ending. Is he gonna snipe that ending? Let's follow Dan for the ending. Who's gonna get it? Revo is getting it. Revo with a sick ending, denying Dan the finest mode and moving on himself. Man, what an ending from Revolution. Oh man, but also great performance from Dan there. But it wasn't quite enough for him to make it happen. But crazy ending from Revo, and he is through.